Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with my lovely wife Janet Lee on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen the Reactions, the place where we react to everything that we ain't never seen, damn it. And today, if you're read by the title, you already know what time it is, man. It's time to defy fate with another episode reaction to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Ooh. Speaking of Unlimited Blade Works, that was the name of the last episode, man. And that was a very profound episode, if I do say so myself. A lot of stuff that happened. Basically, Archer, you know, just discouraging Shirou to just give up on his dreams, man. It's almost like Archer's reluctant to kill himself, even though he really wants to.
He probably could have did it if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Either that, or maybe Shirou's tenacity. It's just that tenacity.
Right. Like, maybe he is just adapting at a rapid rate, you know. It's like maybe that's just something that he's a natural at, you know. It's like, but even so, we discovered that he actually does have the scabbard in him because Archer tries to stab him and stuff like that,
and it don't work.
And it didn't work, you know. He just came back, you know. And then I like how they did the whole thing with him being discovered in the fire. It was like, yeah, I was just born in the depths of hell almost,
or reborn,
or reborn. It's like I'm a phoenix rising from the ashes. You know what I'm saying? Archer's like, yeah, you better not go over there. That's hell. That's not some shit some black people tell you. Like when they don't want you to do something, you better not do that. You going to hell. It's like one of those kind of scenarios, man. It's like, oh man, why was I just destined to live out this fate based off of this asshole's ideology that I just decided to become the walking embodiment of? Why? Why, Lord? Why did you just put this on me? No, nigga, you decided that you wanted to embrace that path after Kiritsugu died. You know? But yeah, man, Shirou just sees it a totally different way. He's like, I'm not gonna allow myself to beat me. I'm gonna overcome this shit and just live out to my full potential. Maybe there is another way. But on the flip side of that, we saw your boy Lancer get his little atonement. He's been atoning for a lot of things, you know. He's been doing this thing, helping us out for the longest.
I wanna say I don't know. We've seen him do what we think was kill goddamn Kotomine.
Right.
But
you never know with Kotomine though.
We thought, well, we never thought he was dead. We knew he was still around, but
yeah.
So we seen him do that. Then he stabbed Shinji barely. Shinji is weird, man. He tried to go full P-Telly on him.
He did.
And just
he needed to be killed, but
he needed to be killed.
A little
maybe
poke
he's
though.
Thinking that maybe if I just lightly stab this nigga, he'll realize the error of his ways.
That's why I like Waver over fucking Shinji. It was like Waver and Shinji, they kind of fall into the same category to where they're like
Weaklings.
Weak. But Waver had so much more integrity.
Yeah. Shinji is a weakling in the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit. Right. At least Waver had a heroic spirit in his spirit.
Exactly.
And he just was a weak person in stature, which is basically what Ryder tried to get him to understand the entirety of last season. You're just weak in stature, but you're actually a great person, and you're, you know, whatever. But
don't need to have a little man complex about it. But yeah, other than that, though, man, I'm ready to dive into this shit if you guys are ready. So without further ado, let's do this. This is going to be episode 21 titled Answer. And nigga Ellen Iverson. Here we go.
Pathetic. I can't even stand to look at you. Do you realize how stupid this is? Do you? You, a hero of justice. That's really what you want. You know how absurd that is, so why can't you admit you're wrong? True justice is the result of order. Salvation for all is totally different from your own salvation. Not only that, they're completely incompatible. The more you strive for the total salvation of all, the more you'll be consumed by your own contradiction. You'll end up a mere murderer. If you can't see that, then die.
Okay, so you're gonna kill yourself? Murder yourself?
Out without ever achieving them. If you die, a mistake such as myself will vanish into the mist. I will wipe out every trace of your life with my own two hands.
Okay, nigga, wipe it out then. You've been fighting me for the last 3 episodes. Jesus.
They are beginning to mesh.
Clickety clackety clang.
If this keeps up, Shirou is certain to catch up to him.
Yeah.
However,
get your ass over here. Little motherfucker.
Why am I bothering with a fair fight? I knew I could finish him easily.
Right.
Dan, do it, Dan!
I sense that I will have been defeated in something crucial.
It's like he's reluctant to do it.
That. No, I'll finish this.
Damn.
He's already dead on his feet. This is it. How can I be so foolish? How many times do I have to see it end like this? He'll never give up. He'll never reach his limit. In fact, he's long since surpassed it. If only he could save everyone who suffered, he thought. He might find a purpose for his miserable existence.
I just think you got tired of traveling, my nigga. That's all that is. On your Von Hohenheim shit.
Right, he actually still looked like Shirou right there.
Yeah, the hair was down and stuff. Instead of just slicked back. On some Albert
He
Wesker.
still had a little bit of
attempting to slay the
A little bit of Shirou.
his
Yeah.
ideals. To stay true to what he has always believed in. What he will continue to believe in.
Still, he fights. Why? In the end, it doesn't matter. Your hope will someday betray you. As mine did.
Alright. Nigga, we done seen that shit before. Damn.
I thought that shit twisted his arm around.
I did too.
Your spirit outlasted your mana. Now it's the only weapon you have.
Wow.
In any event, the battle of Shirou
No, what happened to a fair fight,
is about
Reggie?
to end.
Yeah, I guess you're right. My wish really is fake. But there's something beautiful about it. Putting others before myself is hypocritical. I understand that. Still, I couldn't help but admire
This is
the
like
idea.
a church sermon
How
with a
great
fight
it would
mixed
be if I could
in.
live like that.
Like a debate.
Right.
Even if my life was a sham, there was still beauty in that wish. I don't care what you say. I don't care if I'm a fraud or a hypocrite. Just, I know my dream's not a mistake!
There you go. Hey.
Go to hell!
Nah, nigga, you already said I was close to hell. Get that shit out of my face.
Not. It's not
It's not a thing.
my dream!
Ooh, that's a big ass sword.
Mistake!
Nice. Stab him. Damn.
I'll make your dream come true.
Anything I will do, I'll make your
This
dreams
is
come
cruel.
true.
Forcing me to look into an old mirror. There really was such a man once.
Looks like I'm thinking if he killed his future self, maybe that version won't exist no more. What if it's that way?
It's over, Archer. I've won.
I think he did it with.
I've suffered defeat once again.
Are you okay? Archer, you look terrible. What happened?
I guess I'm too sentimental. If she had only been a little more callous, I never would have reverted to my old self. Either way, the matter is settled. And now that I've acknowledged him, the hero can't remain here. Not any longer. The defeated should take their leave immediately.
No, wait!
Archer!
Is that no chill Gil I see? Is that him? That's gotta be him. Damn.
That was most entertaining. A pointless fight between two utterly fake people.
Damn.
It can't be!
How long has it been, Saber? 10 years? Well then,
Yeah.
do you finally
He always been
understand?
trying to get in her
That is the
drawers.
weight of the genuine article. Incinerated like the trash they are.
Mm. You would come in when we wasted all our energy and shit.
Right? He's just a coward.
To defeat him.
Shit. Mother sucker, you.
I mean, it kind of doesn't matter if he dies. He's died a billion times.
Alright.
I had unfinished business, you see.
That is impossible. As servants, when the Holy Grail vanishes, we lose our anchors to this world. It is not possible that you could remain here for 10 years afterwards.
That's simply not true. Even once the Grail has disappeared, we can stay in this world as long as a mage continues to supply us with mana. But of course, without the Grail's assistance, an incredible amount of mana is required. To meet that requirement, one can utilize any number of methods.
Are you saying that your master fed you human souls?
I am. If you can't provide for yourself, you steal what you need from others. All of that nonsense is just a front. You see, in reality, the Grail has been here all along. Before each war, they prepare the Grail, and only then do they summon the 7 servants. Do you see, King of Knights? What they required was not the Grail itself, but rather what goes inside of it. Those mages did create the Grail, that much is true, but what they could not do was fill it. In the end, they finally decided to summon the contents, by deceiving the masters and servants. After all, it isn't like they knew any better. It looks like you're finally beginning to understand. Good. They sought only the purest mana to fill the Grail. Only the mightiest souls would do. So they scoured the earth for the finest specimens of humanity.
It's the worst CGI I didn't have in the show.
That cannot be true!
The more sacrifices, the better the outcome. If the souls of 6 servants were fed into it, the result would approach complete omnipotence. The mages would have access to an almost inexhaustible source of mana.
It looks
If humanity
utterly
dies
disgusting.
out, so be it. If they vanish as a result of their own sins, their lives had no value to begin with. I have no concern for the mongrels of mankind. That is reserved for the humans who have the wherewithal to survive that hell, for they alone will be worthy of my rule. Those who died last time failed to live up to my standards. If they can't even withstand a little fire,
You already over him.
then the humans of this era are too delicate. I really don't care what those who created the Grail intended, but it certainly is useful. A death sentence that falls on all humans without prejudice.
Wow, so that's why you want to
A
use it.
darkness created by man and designed for his own destruction. A faithful hound entirely capable of performing a task I should really take on myself. Let's pick up where we left off last war. I recall that we were interrupted by a mongrel, but no such interruption today. Although we do have a fake of even lesser quality here in our midst, nevertheless.
Alright, Shirou, what you gonna do, man?
It's up to you to defeat him.
Why did he say that? What did he mean?
Fuck. The whole building's collapsing, man. It must be that fire that's spreading.
Well, no matter. I've slain my real target, so I suppose we can call it a day. I wouldn't want to get soot all over me, which should give you some indication of how worthless you are. But I wouldn't dawdle if I were you. It won't be long before I produce the Grail and open a hole leading straight to hell. If you wish to recover it, Saber, act now. This time the Grail is mostly an afterthought, riddled with defects. So be quick about it, or its contents will drain out completely.
This nigga just get to walk off when he want to and come in to see him when he won't. This bitch ass, I hope he get killed. I'm sorry.
Ah, damn Damn
Look
it!
at this shit.
Why does everybody keep getting in my damn way?
Well, it looks like you're injured. Excellent work as usual.
Oh yeah? And whose fault do you think that is, huh? If you weren't a useless dumbass, Lancer wouldn't have stabbed me in the chest!
I was wondering why the girl was still alive, but that explains it. And what about the priest?
Kotomine is dead and gone! And Tosaka just slipped through my fingers! All because of you and that stupid priest!
Yes, well... a pity, isn't it?
Yeah, you bet your ass! You told me we needed her. We couldn't get our hands on the grail
I just
without
love how
her.
bold this nigga is.
Calm down. I can produce the grail.
But how's that? Even if
That
you
shit
do
like
have
candy?
the grail, you still have to provide a vessel. The priest said that was the only way. He said it requires a sacrifice. He said it wouldn't work without one.
Okay, you gonna be the
That won't
sacrifice.
be a problem. Any master can be an anchor, and we happen to have one right here, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Talking all that stuff.
Right, the ugliest one now.
You
Ugh.
wanted to possess the grail? Happy to give it to you. When something's important, you should keep it close to you always.
Ew, that nigga like he turned into an Akuma.
Not a pretty picture, is it? Still, it doesn't make it any less delicious.
That's what you get for trying to do that PTO
Someone such as
behavior.
yourself will spew forth a fine-minded deed. I can't wait.
No, it hurts. It really hurts. Help me. Help me. No, please don't go. Help me.
Ew. I was hoping for a little bit of entertainment before the episode went off, and I think I got that. I think we really got that, because we've been wanting this nigga to get his issue for the longest time.
Yeah, he deserves a little bit of comeuppance of some sort. 'Cause
Right.
he has just been a brat and foul this entire this whole time.
Yeah, but as we see, the Holy Grail is not this wishing plot device. It's basically just hell, which explains why I brought on so much fucking death and destruction the last time it was summoned. Even though Saber did destroy it, you know. It's like it didn't reach its full potential, I guess, because she destroyed it. But as I suspected, yeah, like Gilgamesh and what's his name? Kotomine. It's like they're kind of revived by it or whatever, or it had certain kind of effects on them.
I don't even know, man. Every time Gilgamesh appears saying this long, because I get so annoyed.
Hey man, that's no chill Gil. That's what he do. He just come in, he talk about how good he is and how he get all the bitches and everything else, man. Can't get mad at the man for that.
Can't stand him.
Can't stand him. Won't stand him. Like a fella, you go get down. But yeah, man. I'll get up on an A, just a flat out A. I know you probably want to give it an F. An A plus. I'm
That was a good
surprised.
episode, but Gilgamesh gets an F minus though.
AF as fuck. But anyways, guys, we don't have any more things to add to that other than what it was. It's pretty self-explanatory. We need to see what's gonna happen next. What are the gang gonna do to overcome this, man? Like, is Shirou gonna be able to beat Gilgamesh? Find out next time on the next episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, which we're gonna jump into. So yeah, this is gonna be episode 22, titled Winter Days A Long Way Home. So let's do it, man.
You're right. Okay, maybe we won't be able to destroy the Grail once it's been summoned. But I know we can completely destroy its vessel before that happens. Basically, what we're going to do is shut down the Grail before it's activated.
What do you mean?
Look, from what we've learned so far, the Holy Grail is probably Eliasveel's heart. I think that the Holy Grail is the combination of her magic circuits and her heart. There's no way Goldie was going to stand for Eliasveel becoming the Grail, so he ripped out her heart to make the core. Two of us are safe here.
That makes
We've only
sense.
got one possible choice.
You mean Shinji? But he's not able to. I mean,
The Mato bloodline is gone, but he still has latent magic circuits. Eliasville's heart is strong, enough to force open even
So that was his body
Archer's
sitting up in that thing,
And that
So that was him sitting up in that thing looking like a brain.
So then, I'll need to keep Gilgamesh distracted until you two manage to stop the Grail.
Right. And just as soon as we stop the Grail, we'll come back and join you.
Good for him.
Come on, that's crazy.
He wanted to be involved
Saber
so
doesn't stand a
bad.
chance against him.
He right in there where he's supposed to be at. Yeah.
Shirou?
Well, there's no way he could possibly hold a candle to you with a sword. But even the strongest warrior can't fight against war itself. And that's the reason. We can't have Saber fight him without a solid strategy. She needs an advantage on her side.
Since his noble phantasm is the very embodiment of war itself, and he's a servant who specialized in killing heroic spirits, if you're going to beat him, your armory has to be just as stocked as his.
What's the matter? Why'd you suddenly stop?
That's it. I know why Goldie hated Archer.
Goldie.
A heroic spirit without a noble
It's Golden
phantasm
McFingerbang.
So there's no original weapon he's based on. It'll work. Yes, this could work. No, wait.
I hate when somebody
If
be
that's
doing
the
that.
case, that means...
My God,
You're
tell us the
working out a big idea,
plan.
aren't you? If you have something to say, spit it out.
No, I do not. And if I did, I couldn't tell you about it here, idiot.
All right.
Anyhow, the existing plan's going to be just fine. We do it before dawn, all right? What you should do now is go to your room and get plenty of rest, Shirou. You're gonna need it. If you had control of that reality marble, you could stand against Gilgamesh.
You're crazy. That kind of power's just not in me.
Nigga,
Not
you saying
now.
that.
There's at least
Believe
one option
in
you can
yourself.
take. Crudely put, it's a way to link two mages together so they can share whatever stores of mana they happen to possess.
You mean we create a path between you and me and then share our mana over it?
Right. It doesn't matter whether or not you have enough mana to use a reality marble, because I do. As a result, you'll have all the power you need to take down Gilgamesh. But now, as to how we'll create the link.
Hey, what's wrong?
I will take my magic crest and give it to you.
Of course.
Now, wait a minute. The magic crest is the physical proof of a true mage's life, isn't it?
That's right. At first, the crest is intangible. The head of the mage family shapes it over the course of his life. It's a legacy passed down from generation to generation.
I can't take something that important.
It's all right. It's the most important fight I'll ever have, so I'll use my most precious possession.
Now, can he give it back if you live?
Why are you staring at me all weird like that?
I was kind of in awe of you. Sort of late, but I just realized your character's why I felt
It's like, you're kind of bad. I can't lie.
What? It's hardly the occasion to say that kind of thing. Though I don't mind listening if you need to unburden yourself.
Yeah.
There's not much time. Okay, let's get this transplant going. Just tell me what you need for me to do. Say the word.
What? Okay then, you can start by getting undressed.
What?
I knew it was going to be one of these awkward
Of
moments.
course.
Because they're in the room.
Yeah.
And they had one last time.
Yeah.
Don't you dare get any funny ideas! All I told you to do was take your clothes off!
Take off your
It's only fair,
clothes.
because I'll be taking mine off too.
Go ahead, take your clothes
You're
off.
getting undressed.
You want to take yours
I
off?
said don't get the wrong idea! The only reason for it is so we can transmit our body heat. There is nothing more to it than that.
Now, we don't need to be trying to transfer no body heat. It's too hot for all
We need
that.
to enter a mutual state of deep rapport.
Oh, right. Now I get it.
So we have to have sex.
Mm.
That's the deepest rapport you can get.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's not that bad.
Thank God.
You remember last time.
I didn't feel like having no Ushiko Tensei where I had to run up out of here.
Mm.
Gib dem von Vogel das Trinkwasser.
I wonder what the hell that sound like in Japanese. Probably hilarious.
In dem der Schlüssel nicht angewendet wird. Ich spinne den Regenbogen in neuem Selbst. Heites Wetter, Regen, Wind, Schnee.
I was listening to some Negro spirituals.
Vienna sausage.
Niemand. Ohne andere Meinung zu sein, ohne zu feiern.
Well, your husband ain't got but 2 pieces of sense and they barely work.
Ohne zu zweifeln. Sieg im Freund.
Orgasmic.
Get out of here.
What if he's gonna get consumed by a dragon? Nah, that was Saber that he did it with last time. Ew.
That's where those sperm cells was coming from.
Right, yeah.
Why they do that?
Right?
They made him make that weird ass sound, and then they just have green sperm cells everywhere. And he naked.
It's almost like a Sprite Obey Your Thirst commercial.
He was obeying some thirst, alright.
Yeah, he's probably gonna kill Archer with that weapon again.
He gonna kill Archer with that weapon?
Well, no, he killed Kotomine with that sword or that dagger.
Yeah.
I forgot he was fighting Kotomine up in the 06 edition. He ran like Napoleon Dynamite.
It be that way. That's alright. That's alright.
Oh,
Try it again. Try it again.
idiot! I can't get it right for shit. Guess he trying to see if these new magic abilities make a difference. No, it's a flashback though.
Tosaka! What do you think? Did it work? Tosaka?
Yes, of course it worked. So flawless, there's nothing else to do. So precise, there'll be no after effects. So perfect, even Kirei, who specialized in this stuff, would probably say, my pupil, you did a great job.
This is it?
Yes, the magic crest I transferred to you. Now you can receive enough power for a reality marble.
Tight.
But the rest...
The rest is in my hands. Thank you.
Well, like she just gave him a tattoo with a magic marker.
Wait, are you angry at me for some reason?
You saw it.
Huh? Wait a minute. I only did what you said.
You saw it, didn't you? You disgusting peeping Tom.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. My eyes were closed the whole time. The only thing I saw was what seemed to be magic circuits and... Oh, yeah, that's right. You were having this weird dream. You were, like, in this schoolyard somewhere.
Oh, yeah, she's looking at him.
There was some guy doing high jumps like an idiot all day long until the sun went down. Now, what was that?
Nigga, you know what you saw.
What's the big idea of smacking me?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Y'all, I'm kind of tired of Rin. I'm ready for her to be gone. I'm sorry.
Whoever do you?
Quiet!
Bad
You're nothing but a
attitude.
big brute! Who the hell do you think you are, anyway? Looking at my secrets like that?
Huh? Your secrets? You don't mean that guy...
Nigga.
Fine. But I'm warning you. Sooner or later, I'll get a peek at your most embarrassing memories. And when I do, I'm not going to hold back. Do you understand?
Okay, I have a permanent skid mark and some Batman underwear that I used to wear all the time. Are you happy now? Shit.
It's kind of remind me of like how women be thinking, you was looking at my stretch marks, weren't you?
Right?
And the dude be like, you got stretch marks?
Oh, nice. I got some too. See right here.
Right?
I used to have man boobs.
Like, you was looking at my secret dreams. What?
What dreams?
It's like most
What
of the
are you doing
time,
out there,
didn't have no
Saber?
idea what the hell was going on.
A great many things have happened. I wish to etch them into my mind, so that I will never forget them.
I understand. So, for your sake, I hope you can do that.
Yes, me too. And also, I find I am in your debt. So, thank you, Shirou. In truth, it did take more than a little time. But as it turned out, you showed me the way.
Saber?
You should have listened to Uganda
Forgive me.
Knuckles.
This cannot make sense to you. But I do want to try and put it in words. One dream must come to an end. And even though I am not able to leave anything for you, you have given me an answer that is far more than sufficient.
And this dream, is it a dream that's yours?
Perhaps it is. But if that is the case, then it is the story of a little girl I would no longer recognize. I did have a dream. Once. I have a favor to ask of you. I will safeguard you both. So just make certain that you two return to this house.
Yeah, we'll come back home. Count on it. Let's go settle all this, shall we?
Let's do it.
Please go.
Please don't go.
Please hurry the hell up.
Ooh. The fuck?
Is that Shinji?
Looks like it. Damn, that's him right there. This orgasm is too much.
That's what happened when you ain't looking right.
Blast out your curses, Holy Grail! Let us see if the humans of this time are capable of bearing the weight of their own wishes. And now the prophecy of their judgment day has come.
Guys, that was episode 22, Winter Days, A Long Way Home, man. So yeah, it's like everybody now is just going back home, licking their wounds and trying to recover, all the while trying to come up with some kind of grand plan to stop my man Gilgamesh. No chill Gil. It's what I like to call him, because he ain't got no chill at all.
He ain't got no chill. He ain't got no respect.
Right.
He ain't got no tact. He ain't got no morale.
Right.
No value.
Right. Yeah, great value. Yeah, man, this nigga is hell bent on opening that devil's anus, which is gonna leak out all kind of blood all over the city. Probably way more than what it did 10 years ago. So yeah, it's gonna be like, oh, only the strongest will survive, and it's probably gonna be like he's probably expecting some people to survive, kind of like how Kodomine did when it happened to him as well, because you know he survived too, you know, his nudity and stuff like that. So that's probably what he's expecting from everybody. We realize now that it's going to take Shirou's noble phantasm
to cancel out what's the name's magic or to defeat this ugly nigga. I'm sick of Gilgamesh, y'all. You would think I would be getting way more hype for this the closer we get to the end. I'm not, because
you know it's
I
gonna
hate
be a long
Gilgamesh because
monologue.
Gilgamesh has been at the end of every single one of these so far, and I'm sick of seeing him.
He's the king of heroes.
I was happy in the 2006 edition where what's the name easily defeated his dumb ass. But now it looks like it's gonna be an all-out battle royale, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah, this nigga, he
well, I
is.
mean, the whole fate is an all-out battle royale, but it looked like it's gonna be way more to it, which I get, because this season was way better than that. You know, the 2006. But I'm sick of him.
Damn. But I'm eardrum
Now you do that to me at the beginning of every single reaction.
No.
You clap at the beginning.
I have a gentle clap with all the power
I'm a gentle
behind my
clap
hands. Don't do that. Shit. Help me, y'all.
Anyway, no, man. I'm like, I can't stand. I'm sorry. Out of every anime I can think of, Gilgamesh is pretty bad. I thought Lady Farnese and the fucking priest up in Berserk was annoying and got on my last nerve. But this nigga, ooh, I didn't get sleepy every time they came on the screen.
Yeah, because you know he gonna always be the one who got the upper hand.
He got to give a whole monologue and tell you about all his feelings and why he's the best of the best and why he got the best suit on, why he got the best tea, why he got the best coffee, why he got the best cupcakes. I can't stand that nigga. I'm sorry.
It's like everything that you have in your mother's living room, including her furniture, once belonged to me.
I
Even
have
her
the original
G-string.
copy. Right. I have the original copy of the condom your dad took off when he conceived you.
Who do you think they came up with Magnum from? Yours truly.
Why do you think they got the gold logo?
Right. Even Trinidad's song Gold Everything was created by me over a millennium
I was
ago.
in the booth.
Right. Dropping hot fire with swords.
Right?
I even killed the producer after we were done.
I
mixing
killed his
and mastering
career
it.
once it got through. With.
Yeah, but I'm interested in seeing how much Shirou's abilities have improved now that he has this little mage crest or whatever, magical crest. It's probably going to work out very well, but it's going to be something he has to.
Shinji's dumb ugly ass is up in there.
Right.
Oh, you talking about the magic
Shirou.
crest on Shirou?
Yeah.
Man, look. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully that helps him out. I'm imagining it will. They had a nice, wonderful, deep connection. You know, I'm gonna just touch you like that, and you're gonna see my stupid.
Oh! I don't even know where this review is going, guys.
So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please give us all of your wonderful feedback in the comments, but don't spoil it.
So yeah. Anyways, this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. My lovely wife generally on the ones and twos. We ain't seen the reactions. We'll catch you guys on the next frustratingly painful and annoying Gilgamesh reaction to Fate Stay Night. Unlimited Blade Works. Peace.